Hello rugby fans, welcome to our preview for round 4 of the Investec Champions Cup. As the pool stages come to a close, teams are jostling for position with some already booking their places in the round of 16, whilst others are looking to simply stay alive heading into the knockouts. Let's break down the upcoming fixtures and the key storylines to follow in what should be an action-packed round of rugby.
First up, Ulster Rugby takes on the Exeter Chiefs at Kingspan Stadium in Belfast. Both teams have struggled in this year's competition, sitting at the bottom of Pool 1 with no wins to date. While their playoff hopes are already dashed, pride and the chance to finish the campaign on a high will be on the line. Expect a very hard-fought battle in Belfast between two of European rugby's bigger clubs. On Saturday, we start bright and early with the Bordeaux-Begles Bulls hosting Stade Francais Paris at Loftus Versfeld. The Bulls are out of contention, but Stade Francais still has a slim chance of advancing following their electrifying 45-35 win over Northampton last weekend, showcasing their attacking flair. Can they replicate a performance like this on South African soil? Well, time will tell. Next up, we have two exciting matches to kick off at the same time. The first of which is the Northampton Saints hosting Munster Rugby at Franklin's Gardens. Both teams have already all but qualified from Pool 3, but seeding is at stake. Munster's gritty defence saw them edge Saracens in round 3, while Northampton will look to bounce back after a high-scoring loss in Paris. At the same time as this clash, ASM Clermont-Auvergne will host the Bristol Bears at the Stade Marcel Michelin. Both sides sit on 5 points in Pool 2 and will need a win to keep their faint knockout hopes alive. Expect fireworks as Clermont's powerful pack clashes with Bristol's expansive and exuberant backline in what should be a really interesting contrast of styles. Next up, Benetton Rugby faces Stade Rochelet at Stadio Meningo, while Leinster Rugby battle Bath Rugby at the Aviva Stadium. Benetton and Bath are both chasing Pool 2's final knockout spots, but La Rochelle and Leinster have already qualified and will be eager to maintain momentum heading into the round of 16. Later on, the Harlequins will meet the Glasgow Warriors at the Twickenham Stoop. Glasgow's impressive round 3 win over Racing 92 secured their place in the knockouts, while Quins need a victory and some help to stay alive in the competition following their heavy defeat at the hands of Toulon in the Côte d'Azur last weekend. Simultaneously, Racing 92 hosts the DHL Stormers at Paris' La Défense Arena. Racing's hopes are gone, but the Stormers can still advance with a bonus point win and favourable results elsewhere. Both teams will want to end on a high note, irrespective of the next round of action. Sunday starts with Bordeaux-Begles hosting the Hollywood Bet Sharks at Stade Chaban de Mas. Bordeaux, currently top Pool 1 with a perfect record, and will aim to stay unbeaten while the Sharks' chances of advancing are relatively slim. For Bordeaux, they will want to secure a bonus point victory to ensure that Toulouse do not leapfrog them on the overall standings. Next up, we have two high-octane clashes. First up is Saracens vs Castres Olympique at the Stonex Stadium. Both teams are in contention for the playoffs, but only a win will suffice for Castres to sneak into the knockouts, while Saris have a little bit of breathing room on that side. Meanwhile, Stade Toulousain takes on the Leicester Tigers at the Stade Ernest Wallon. While Toulousain are riding high in Pool 1, the Tigers will need to summon their best to challenge the French Giants and progress with a decent seeding. Finally, round 4 concludes with the Sale Sharks hosting RC Toulon at Salford Community Stadium. Toulon has been dominant in Pool 4, and Sale will need a huge performance to keep their campaign alive following a couple of heavy defeats throughout the pool stages. So, what's at stake? As the pool stages wrap up, teams like Bordeaux-Begles, Leinster, Toulon will all aim to finish and secure top seedings for the knockout rounds. Meanwhile, Harlequins, the Stormers and Stade Francais will be fighting to keep their dreams alive of progressing to the next round. So, how can you watch all of this action in the US? Well, you can catch all of it live on FloRugby, which is the home of the Investec Champions Cup, EPCR Challenge Cup, and the URC Top 14 for North American audiences. You can also watch replays and highlights to relive every thrilling moment on our website once you click through to the subscription packages. So, join us this weekend for another electrifying round of European rugby. Be sure to subscribe, like, and leave your predictions in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in, and if you enjoyed this video, again, feel free to hit that subscribe button.